So what's up guys, I'm Josh here with TMG Josh, and today we're on the update number 3. Get excited for all these cool articles that features like VR, Nvidia with autonomous driving, and some cyborg stuff. Stay tuned. So let's just roll right into the beginning of this video, and we are starting off with Nvidia, your famous GPU company for all you PC builders. They are investing in a Chinese autonomous trucking startup called TuSimple, which all of you know there's self-driving cars and such now with Google coming out with theirs. Tesla already has the Model S and the Model 3. And so now there's thinking about people, or not even people, just trucks driving themselves, delivering your packages, and just driving trucks all by itself. Anyway, they're investing a large, or let me say small, $20 million into this Chinese trucking company, and it's super interesting. Read the article. A lot of the stuff is like really way over my head as far as the car stuff and all the laws of it, but they've already ran a level 4 true self-driving test between San Diego and Yuma, Arizona, which is huge, and that took place in June of this year, spanning 200 miles using camera data to primarily navigate the highway route. Super interesting. They're going to have facilities both in Beijing and San Diego and way over 100 employees, so if you need a job, check them out. Get ready to see some like self-driven trucks. I don't know what how I think about that. So far truck driving has been kind of scary for me because there's been a lot of like really bad accidents, and I think that might have been off of human error, but this is still kind of interesting to think that a robot or a computer will be driving the truck that you're driving right next to on the highway. A little scary, but hey, that's where the future's going. Next up, next article is super cool. Apple. The one time I say something good about Apple. Apple is coming out with something cool that you could use around you wherever you are, and to guide you around your city using augmented reality. So we all know those Snapchat filters and those Instagram filters on their stories and all that stuff. Well, Apple took that to the next level with their like kind of map stuff, and it'll guide you around your city to whatever you want in the new update under iOS 11 that a lot of people have been waiting for. It looks really cool. As you can see on the picture there, it's got the checking counter with arrows, and it's pulling up the actual like what they're looking at with the camera. That's super cool. It should work all the way down to the iPhone 5S, not the 5C, sorry 5C users, but all the way down to the 5S and up, so everything in between there. And I think the most recent iPod, I may be incorrect, but I think iOS 11 supports that, so it will be on there. Anyway, it has some code in there that tells you to tilt your phone in front of your face when you're using the walking directions, so you can see exactly where you're going and see what's in front of you and stuff like that. It looks super cool. I'm down with augmented reality and trying to use it to benefit our daily lives and grow our lives, but it's part of what they call their ARC kit, or AR kit. Wow, I said ARC kit. AR kit, or augmented reality kit, that Apple has, and it's their own like development kit. I think it looks super cool. It doesn't warrant me buying a new iPhone, but for those who use iPhones and iPods, and I think the iPad too, whatever iOS 11 supports, it will work on that, and I think that's super cool for y'all users. So let's go over to the other team, Team Microsoft. So Microsoft launches a new type of grid that is gonna really play into like my type of field with event support and live sound. So this thing called Azure Event Grid is a fully managed event routing service. So right now my job uses Microsoft SharePoint, and then they use that with the calendar, and people can submit requests, and then it goes through this and it jumps on our calendar. Then us as techs can see what we need to do, where we need to go, what kind of gear we need to put up. And this kind of takes it all, smashes it into one, and basically makes it streamlined and much easier so there's no glitches along the way. Because sometimes with the SharePoint and the websites, it's kind of glitchy. This is just a embedded link that you can use. It's super cool, it looks super easy. The UI looks really friendly, especially with this little picture here. So yeah, I'm excited to see if that's going to be implemented in my job, but looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. Also, it looks like it's going to be pretty cheap too. Pricing for the event grid is based off of the number of operations you process. The first 100,000 operations are free, and after that you pay 60 cents per million operations. I really think Elon should invest in this. That's super cool. Operations are defined as any ingress, advanced match, delivery attempt, or management call. So, interesting. Elon, take note. Look at this. I'm going to plug this to all my people that I know about that, but super cool. I'm excited to see if this actually makes it into our event calendar. Next up, like you all know, I love VR, and this is the comparison between the new HP mixed reality headset and the Acer headset. Both of them being a mixed reality thing. Go check out this video. It's really interesting how they've combined like VR and augmented reality. It's really weird. Go through and totally watch that video. I'm fully back in that video. It's really cool because like you see things that you would see in like wherever you are, but at the same time they do put in total, like the walls look different, the floors look different. It's really interesting. Anyway, the specs of both of them. So it's both 1440p lenses. They have a 2.8 inch diagonal display size. Both of them have 2 cameras embedded on the front side and inside out positional tracking, 95-degree horizontal field of view, up to 90 Hz refresh rate, built-in mic and audio jack for headphones, single cable HDMI 2.0 and USB 3.0 connectivity ports, and a 4-meter long cable for both of those. So very interesting. The look of them, as it says in the article, the look. My take, I love the HP. The Acer looks really weird and really like low budget, low cost, and cheap. The HP looks way more comfortable than the Acer. The Acer looks like there's a lot of plastic, there's not much padding, it looks like it might be really heavy and lopsided. The HP looks really balanced, and then it grips on your head right, especially with the way the skull works in the back of your head. If you put a hat on and it feels weird on the bottom, that's where that's gonna grip. They're both around the same price market, price point anywhere from like $250 to about $400, sitting really right around that $300. So it's going to be interesting. They talk about the fit here. They do, however, say that the HP device is way more comfortable. As I said before, there's more padding. It fits a head better. Now it is smaller for all of you big heads. Sorry that it's not a degrading term, but for all of you with a larger head, the HP device is not going to fit as well. So go check out this article. It goes in deeper, but it's nice to see that we are already getting almost a hands-on look at the HP mixed reality headset and the Acer mixed reality headset. Like I said before, it seems like every company is getting into virtual reality. So I always love to feature research articles about virtual reality in these videos, and when it comes up, I love to see it. So go check out this video. The author, Jamie Feldham, I've done a lot of like feature articles with him writing them. This is really cool. They use a lot of the consumer tech that they have now to to do a research project showing how virtual reality can be a workout for you. They've tested your oxygen output, or your intake, excuse me, and that's how they measure how much you can lose and how many calories you're burning and all that. It's different than your heart rate, but it's super cool. And they have a picture down here at the bottom, and I'll blow it up here. But you can see all the different games that they tried. It's not all of them. I don't know why they cut this picture off. But like for instance, the boxing game is equivalent to sprinting at 15 or more calories per minute. That's insane. So VR could be a workout. You could be gaming and working out at the same time. Man, people saying video games aren't sports, this is going to take it to the next level. I'm really excited to see this. The audio shield, that looks cool. It's like biking, or equivalent to biking at 10 to 13 calories per minute. Awesome, I'm down. I need to get a VR headset and start working out this way instead of going to the gym. Feels like it'd be a lot more fun. Take that into consideration. But it's super cool how we are starting to feature that gaming is not just a sit on your couch and get fat. It is a now active and growing technology that is going to make people fit. I'm down to see that happen. So moving right along into the next article. So 7 big questions facing virtual reality for the rest of 2017. 2017 has been a huge year for virtual reality with new Oculus Rift and HTC Vive teases with wireless stuff. Steam. So the first one on here is, when is Steam VR 2.0 coming out and what does it entail? The first one entailed a whole house virtual reality, putting up sensors where they came and installed stuff, and then you could wear your headset all around the house. Super cool. It's quite expensive like the HTC Vive, but is it worth the price? With the Steam VR coming out, The next question leads into, will HTC Vive cut their price because everyone is lowering? So far they've got a special sale on Amazon right now that the HTC Vive is $400. Go check that out. I'm linking all these articles, so go buy one. That is a great price. I don't have the money for it, wish I did, but go buy it. And then after the sale runs out, it'll be lowered from the $599 mark to $499. Now, it doesn't look like that's going to be with all the accessories. It may be with a couple controllers or a sensor, but you're still going to be looking at about $600 to $700 for that entire package with all the sensors that you want, or 2 sensors, 2 controllers, all that stuff. And then you still got to have the PC, so yeah. Still an expensive endeavor, but still really cool, and I think it has a lot of benefits if you get it. Next question, what is the latest on the Oculus standalone headsets? They've been teasing for a while that they've been able to, that they have prototypes where they are doing wireless, like HDMI and video playback and all that stuff via IP and different technologies like that. Super cool. When are we going to see that? That is one of the next questions to keep in mind for this 2017 year. And as I talked about before with the Acer, Microsoft and their mixed reality headsets, are they any good? Is it something we should be investing in, or is stuff like the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift still the main focus of different realities between virtual reality and augmented reality, especially since these are a whole lot cheaper? Gotta keep that in mind. Are they any good? So the next question is, and I think a lot of you have been wondering this, just because we have PSVR, we have VR for the PC, and we have all these different VR headsets for the PC. Who's the odd man out? Microsoft's Xbox One X. We know it can do 4K, so can it do VR? Is Microsoft going to work out a VR headset? They've been talking about it. They showed it at E3 that they talked about it at E3 that they have a headset, but we haven't seen anything yet. Or is that going to be 2017 or 2018? They still get a lot of time in 2017 to release it. So I'm excited to see what theirs looks like. I'm excited to see what the performance is, especially with the Project Scorpio or Xbox One X, just to see if it's really able to power it or if it's going to be kind of back down, kind of like the PSVR in my opinion. So, and also that was mentioned at E3 in 2016, not E3 2017. So hopefully we see something. Cross your fingers. Lastly, Google's WorldSense. I don't know much about them. I'll be honest here. I don't know much about them. They look small. They look easy to manage. It looks like it's more of just a observation type of a platform, not a real headset platform. So what kind of role will they play? I feel like it's going to push more into the educational and younger educational. So like elementary, middle, and high versus like collegiate and post like bachelor's degree stuff. So that's where I think it's gonna play. Read the article. Daydream has games and all that stuff, but I don't think that's where it's going. Whoever has the PlayStation VR, what kind of problems do you have? Input issues, right? If I'm not right, please let me know in the comments. But from what I've experienced from playing it back at my work or at my job, and then talking with people that have the PSVR, it seems like the main issue with the PSVR is input lag. So will they solve it, especially with their new games Skyrim VR and Doom VR? Really demanding titles. Is it gonna look good? Are they gonna solve the input issues? Whew. They better solve them quick, because Doom is a fast-paced game and you need a lot of like rapid inputs. So yeah. Next one, I'm featuring a weird video. I need y'all to go watch this. I'll link it in the description, but if y'all know Casey Neistat, he's super popular. I'd be surprised if you don't, but go check out his vlog channel. He's got a lot of cool vlogs. But he has a news channel now that is sponsored by CNN, and they don't do any political stuff. They do a lot of stuff that they want to like talk about that's not really political. I'm down. I like it. This one scares me because it's about a cyborg. There's a company they're into biohacking, and they're implanting chips in people. We've all heard about those people like screaming like, "Oh, beware, don't get chipped," or like in the Bible it even says like there will be people with barcodes. This is like today's barcode. You're getting chips implanted in your skin. It has RFID. Go watch the video. It explains it much better. It even has this biohacking group that's in a basement that they put like lights and sensors, and this guy puts headphones inside the skin of his ear right here. Really interesting, really weird. I don't know if I'm down. Also, I would never, ever, ever get a chip in my skin because I don't want anyone tracking me. But I'm excited to see how this technology goes. I'm really afraid of it, to be honest. So go watch that video. It's not that long, it's only 8 minutes, but it's got a lot of raw, awesome data in it. It's really interesting, they made it really well, so go check that out. Beam News, go get subscribed to them. Link in the description there for that. So now we've come to my favorite part, is featuring a band. I've recently discovered this band. This band is called Skyhaven. So let's check out Skyhaven. Here's Liftoff with, for those of you who know, Polyphia. They're students of Polyphia, and they have this really cool music video, and it's got some like samurai type stuff. Here we go. So that was Skyhaven. I am totally into that, like, progressive, this is called progressive metal, and I'm totally into it. For those of you who don't like metal, this is really like very melodic, very light. It's very cool in my opinion. I think they're doing some really awesome riffs, and as a musician I can highly appreciate this because it's very technical, very skill based. It's awesome. I know I had a headphone switch because I was listening to the music with y'all. Thanks for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Get subscribed if you haven't already, if you like this content. I've got a whole lot more videos with reviews, gameplays, and music stuff, so check that out. Hit the like button if you liked it. If you don't like it, I know you know what to do. And if you don't like it also, let me know in the comments what I can improve, what kind of articles you want to see, what kind of news you want to see, and I can go look it up. I'm totally down to learn more new stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Get excited for an unboxing!